Yo, what's poppin', guys? Leon here from Invicta Media, and have I got a devastating game for you today. I have got the eco-conscious adventure game from Hero Beach Studios called Endling, Extinction Is Forever. To start off with this game, you play as a mother fox that is the last fox left on Earth. You give birth to 4 cubs, and you're literally just trying to raise these pups and just keep them alive as such in this very devastating world. So the basics of this game is that you're just looking to find food for your cubs quite early on to be able to actually keep your cubs alive. You have to go through in the cover of night. You'll be getting things like, you'll be hunting for things like fish. You'll be getting berries from, bushes. You'll be digging through garbage bags to be able to find food. There's also other things that you can necessarily hunt as well, like rabbits and rats, pigeons, beaver dens. And then once you've fed your cubs enough, actually start to then learn skills. The cub skills, you're going to be teaching them to climb, teaching them to dig, as well as sort of squeeze through areas to be able to actually get to some other food sources that you wouldn't necessarily be able to get to. There is a lot of things that are necessarily stopping you from achieving this goal of raising your pups, where there is things like owls that you need to sneak past and they can wake up and can actually attack one of your cubs. So in other words, we've got to be very careful with that. The mother fox can scare away the owl to be able to save the cub quick enough. So you've just got to be very careful on that. And the thing is that when you do get into those kind of environments, the cubs will get scared and you'll need to kind of pet them to be able to calm them down after these crazy experiences. Other threats can be like environmental things, like the classic sort of bear kind of traps and stuff that can snap shut on the fox's leg. So, there's sort of things that you've got to look out for there. But then there is the dreaded humans that can kind of screw up your day as well. There's one called the Furia that can catch the mother fox and kill her using a hatchet. So in other words, you've got to be very careful with that there. Luckily, there is opportunity to escape as such, as long as you can rapidly hit buttons to be able to kind of get away from them. There is also other things like the scavenger, where the scavenger is actually something that happens quite early in the game, where they actually steal one of your cubs. Now, during one of the later nights, you can necessarily sort of track where the scavenger has gone to be able to kind of see if you can recover your cub. Obviously, I won't go into too much detail on that because I don't want to spoil the game for you guys. There is also just some random guards that there are about as well. It's basically a human with a dog. So, you've got to kind of be careful with those as well. What makes this game so endearing is the art style of the game. The art style kind of reminds me of, games like Inside and Limbo, just because of the 3D side-scrolling nature of the game. What makes this different to those, though, is the fact of that, you've got that day and night cycle, and you are kind of going through the same kind of environments, where with like Inside and Limbo, it's like a linear progression. With Endling, because of the day-night cycle as such, it splits things up a little bit, and it kind of makes things sort of progress a little bit slower on that kind of level. The other thing that I really like about this game is the soundtrack. The soundtrack is just so extremely well made. It hits the feels, and rightly so, because of the story content of the game. So if you're into your indies, I would definitely recommend checking out this game. It is available on all platforms. So that is on the Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, Epic, and GOG. What did you think of this game? Let us know in the comments below. And if you want even more video game reviews, just hit that subscribe button below, because there'll be plenty more coming up in the future. I've been Leon Ifang. I hope you've enjoyed the review, and I'll catch you next time.